And meeting is now streaming on Facebook. Hello, my darling. Welcome. Welcome to everybody who's watching live. I have got tech team on support here, so bear with us. We have got the launch of I Can Achieve, ICA TV. And this is part of a dream for me. So if you are watching, please say hi. I am on Zoom, so I can't actually see you, my darling. So hopefully, you any questions, please pop it on there. And tech team, Graham, is on the phone. So bear with us. This is our first launch out. So I am so pleased to welcome Melanie today from her fabulous business. Sorry, Melinda. First live. So nervous. You wouldn't believe how nervous I am. I am really nervous. And actually, all I thought was then you're in a beautiful, beautiful purple top. That's went straight through my head. I'm really sorry, my darling. So welcome to ICA TV. We are not perfect. We are, I wouldn't say we're winging it, but we are using tech that we haven't used before, and we're very excited to be here. So welcome. Tell us a little bit about you, my sweet. Where are you based?
Hello, I'm based in Hedge End in Southampton, and I've lived here for the last 30 years. So I've moved house twice. The house that I'm in now, I'm lucky enough to have my own little makeover studio. So that's really nice when my clients are allowed to come and visit me.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
And how are you finding this? I know we should touch on this 2020 madness. How are you finding it?
Not too bad. I'm finding that I'm missing my clients, obviously. I'm missing the interaction. But I'm keeping myself busy because I've been doing courses and various things, and I'm finding that I'm being able to go on Zoom and things like that, and doing consultations and various things on Zoom that have kind of come into my ideas, that I'm making the most of.
Awesome. So it is about, the word out in the street at the moment is pivot. Yeah. We're pivoting, we're changing direction, we're doing something different along the same lines as our product or our service. So we can keep in touch with our amazing clients and actually serve them. That's the biggest thing. And in I Can Achieve, that's exactly what we're doing. This is why we've gone live today as like a little bit of a TV station, so we can serve you lovely ladies and hopefully give you a little bit of energy, inspiration, a bit of contact. So where we are, if everybody's watching today or on replay, was it hashtag replay? I think that's really good. Hashtag replay. I think like I've got about 18. Is that ask questions, and we're both going to be there. We're both tagged in the thread, so we can all sort of interact. But also to be part of this community and bring us closer, which is the mission. So we are going to have a little bit of a chat, about what we are and where we're going with all this. So I have chatted before about what it is that you are trying to push out to your community. And the word trying is a funny old word because we sort of put a full stop on it. We are trying whether it works or not, but we are actually doing it. We are pushing these things out to our local communities. And I've got a little note on my little pad, and we're actually talking about confidence with makeup. I did put mine on because I thought I should today. So tell us why this product for your amazing community. Why confidence with makeup as a service?
Well, over the last year or so, I found that I'm not particularly confident when I'm not wearing makeup, and I wanted to start a group on Facebook teaching people how to do makeup, some of my ladies, and I just thought, but I don't feel confident having no makeup on in the first place and then teaching them how to do it. So that's something that I've been working through myself. But I also realised that there's a lot of ladies who actually don't feel confident when they're putting their makeup on. So I kind of thought, well, maybe I can help myself and help them at the same time. So really, it's just been a realization that a lot of ladies are doing Zoom calls and they're doing trying to do Facebook Lives and things like that, and promote their products and services or take photos, selfies. That's the latest, or has been the latest thing for a few years now. And it just dawned on me that really perhaps some ladies might need a little bit of extra help in that area, and that's obviously my area of expertise. So
perfect. So it's sort of yin and yang, it joins together, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that is, and to do very similar to what we're doing here, if I can do it and I'm going through all the challenges and the tech and the things that we trip over in this new world, whether it is a Facebook Live or a selfie or something like that, then we can serve. We can go, actually, we fell over those obstacles, so well done finding that market. It's very cool. So the challenges that they're having, if you're having a customer, your lovely clients, what challenges are they having that you can solve?
Well, they're just feeling a bit like they want to go live, but they know they're just not feeling very confident about it. I find sometimes having a little bit of makeup on, it doesn't have to be loads, but just having a little bit on can emphasize your eyes, maybe a bit of lipstick to emphasize your lips. So when you're talking, people are looking at your eyes and they're looking at your mouth as you're talking as well. And for you just to feel a bit more confident in yourself and what you're trying to portray. But also, I find some ladies have had makeup in the drawer for a long time that they just don't know what to do with or how to get the best out of it. So sometimes they've put it on the same way for years, and it's just not looking quite right anymore. And they can't quite figure out why, and just need some help really to kind of make it look more in keeping with their age as they are now.
Ah, that's a word, isn't it? Do we get older and we've still got the same bright blue makeup or whatever we had on in the 80s? Not that I was around, obviously. I understand that totally. So do you go through their makeup bag with them?
Well, I've got two different ways of doing it. So we can either do a make over your makeup bag session, or we can do a confidence with makeup session, which is more of a tutorial where I go step by step through all the different stages, from choosing how to choose your foundation and how to apply it, and all the way through from eyeshadows. And we'll talk about eye shapes and what style of eyeshadow application is going to suit each lady individually. So it's kind of an individual session where you actually can tell me what your problems are, and then we'll focus more on those. We'll skip kind of through or glide through the bits that you're confident with, and then we'll just work on the bits that you're not so confident with.
Fabulous. I remember I was trying to go to like a I don't know, 1960s evening, and it was the flick, the flick, and I did this, and it looked like somebody smashed me in the face. It was just like, was not my style. You have to have nice wide eyes and things like that, and that's just like a play around I was doing myself. But actually, if I was feeling that wasn't I wanted a similar look but wasn't confident with that, it would stop me doing other things.
Yeah, definitely. Things just change as you get more interesting, as the word is.
I like that, more interesting, absolutely. And the world changes as well, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Fashions change, and I think we need to be aware that what is right for a 16-year-old is not necessarily right for someone more, maybe in our age range. And you have to, sometimes you can do something similar, but you need to kind of adapt it to actually suit you.
It's an interesting thing. I only learned this a few years ago, that on the side of makeup there is a like a little pot with a number in it, and that actually says how long your makeup you should not have it open.
Yes, there's a little pot on the bottom, isn't there? And then it says maybe 3 or 6, and it's 3 months or 6 months, things like that, which is handy.
And I've made it to this age now. I'm 31. I've made it, and now I know. I only learned that a few years ago. So how did we miss things like that? So having your service, it is really important for us to learn the things that we didn't learn when we started, if we ever started sort of wearing makeup.
Yeah, definitely.
The challenge being that, though, out-of-date makeup is not healthy. Is that true?
Well, it's not really. If you've got makeup you've had for years, to be honest with you, it's is probably full of bacteria. So, and especially, I'm sure most ladies have heard of mascara, that you shouldn't really keep your mascara more than 6 months. So if you're only using it once in the blue moon, you probably, you're wasting your money, really. You'll be better off actually using it every day, to be honest, to get your money's worth.
Yeah, because obviously that's a very sensitive area as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So your customers, your lovely clients, pains are a lot to do with confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence about showing up.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, whether it's in a interview system like this, or whether it's going out to the shops, or whether it's as we do, tech, Facebook Lives, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So what would you say to them, that a little nugget of information that you could share with them today, if they were watching, what they could do right now to do something with their makeup bag?
Oh, put me on the spot there, Theresa.
What would you do?
Wow. Oh, don't know. There's lots of different things, but I think when you say go through their makeup bag, or
if I gave you my makeup bag, what would you tell me to do with it?
Okay, well, I would probably look at what you've got, and then I would ask you why you use those certain things and how you're using them, and just get a bit of an idea of what kind of effect you want to achieve with your makeup. And once we've decided, we'd probably look at the colours and then say which colours are better for you and which colours aren't so good. I quite often get ladies who've got a whole load of lipsticks and they can't understand why certain colours look okay and certain colours don't look okay. And it's all to do with your sort of natural colouring, with your skin tone, your hair colour, your eye colour, that kind of thing. So I think sometimes you might have lots of colours, but they're not necessarily the ones that actually suit you. So sometimes that is just a really good start to find out which colours suit you best.
So it's a bit like a declutter.
Yeah, a declutter is always a good thing.
Yeah,
and also checking how long you've had it, that kind of thing as well.
Yeah, I did. As I said, I was feeling I really should put a bit of makeup on this morning, hence the title. And I did, as I was going through. Yeah, okay, I'm okay. Because I very rarely, it's not something that I do very often, is wear certainly a lot of makeup, because of the environment I work in, and I'm not that worried about the show.
Not practical. Yeah,
very practical.
You've definitely got to go with what's practical for each individual. And for some ladies, wearing makeup just completely not practical for a day-to-day basis. But maybe if they're going out for an evening one day, when we're allowed to go out for an evening, or, an evening in where they want to look nice, then there are definitely some good tips to use to help you feel more attractive, more confident, and just kind of feeling like just enhancing your natural beauty, really.
Absolutely. Can I just ask you a question about hair colour? Through the years, this hair colour has been different colours. So this is naturally grey.
Right.
Naturally made a decision to do the natural thing, and I actually love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, it suits you.
Thank you. And I think lots of ladies may be going through that same sort of thought process in their, certainly now we're not doing hairdressers so much.
Yeah.
And I don't know if everybody's had that incident where they've done the home colour, which is probably a slight challenge with a lot of ladies, or mainly guys as well, I suppose. But the fact is, as you change your hair colour, I'm guessing your makeup changes as well. Yes,
it does. And also your clothing, because I don't know if you found this, when you change your hair colour, is certain clothes that you had in your cupboard don't really look right anymore. And sometimes you're like, well, why is that then? But it is to do with your, the whole overall appearance of yourself. You've got to kind of work through your skin tone, your hair colour and your eye colour, because they all coordinate with each other. So if you're going to wear something, either makeup wise or clothing wise, that doesn't enhance any of those things, it's just not going to look right. And so sometimes people are putting colours on their eyes, and like, for instance, if you're going to dye your hair bright red and then you start using bright pinks on your eyes, you might find it's not going to look so good. So you do definitely have to adapt what you're wearing. And I don't know if any ladies know about colour analysis, but I grew up with my mum. She does colour analysis, So I'm very much aware of the seasons and how your hair colour and skin tone, you know, changes with the seasons. Not only with like our natural seasons, but the seasons of the colour analysis, you can sometimes dip into one a little bit more than the other.
Awesome, awesome. And so I suppose that also is another sort of a trip hazard for us.
It can be, yeah.
Yeah, so we sort of think about it, and so if you're thinking about your pains to gains, as in your customers, then that is a huge service that you can go, because sometimes you go, actually we'll just wear pink lipstick and red nail varnish and we'll just bung a cerise top on. You go, oh, there's a reason why that doesn't feel good or look good. But on the other hand, if you want to do it, rock on. I've got
yeah. Everyone's got their own style. I think everyone's unique, really, and you've got to go with what you feel comfortable with and what, you know, what makes you feel good, really.
What makes us smile, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Smile and energy is really cool.
Yeah.
So we've been working together, literally together for, not literally, Zoom together, as the world is, for a few months. And but we've known each other for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
So back in the dark ages, when we actually saw each other, we used to actually meet up in my house.
Yes, we did.
It was like 6-7 years ago-ish.
About that.
Yeah, it's amazing how, and I think that's to do with you as everybody as a service provider, you know, and as a real person, you know, you make sure that you are the best person you can be. So I know back in the beyond, when I was doing coaching from my home, from my lounge, in the table in my lounge, you know, if I wasn't the person, you know, who I am today, I've not changed at all. I hope not. I'll ask you later. It's about making sure that when you are a service provider, you are the best that you can be, and you're true to you.
Yes.
And I think that is really important for everybody out there as a business, to go, actually, don't fake it.
Yeah, be authentic.
Be authentic, absolutely. And I think that's so true to a lot of us in the world. And I don't know whether it's a generational thing, I don't know, but I think we are as true as we are. You know, all my lovely clients are true as we are, and out to the world is true. But the generation changes when you, I don't even know how to put a filter on a picture. I've got absolutely no idea, but because I'm not interested in that. So your service is actually providing somebody that confidence on a natural level rather than an electronic.
Yes.
Electronic level. So where do you want to go with your business now? What is your next mission?
Oh, my next mission. Well, obviously, I'd love to connect with lots of ladies who need some help in that area. And that's really what I'm focusing on at the moment, is just being able to help ladies from afar, really. And the interesting thing is that really the good thing is having the ability to use Zoom and technology, is that I can speak to ladies and help ladies from afar all around the world. And that's just something that a concept I wouldn't have even dreamed of before. So yeah, I've got in my little group that I set up, one of my ladies that joined as a friend from, well, years back. I did her hair and makeup for her wedding about 25 years ago.
Wow.
And she joined my group, and then she watched one of my tutorials, and then we had a bit of conversation, and she learned a few things and then wanted to try some of the makeup that I'd been using. And, you know, it was really nice because it brought us back together again, and it had been so long. It was just lovely. I just really enjoy you know, making new friends and connecting with old friends, really.
Awesome. And that's very cool. I think we used to do, I don't know what it was used to be called a long time ago, Friends United or Reunited or something, back in the 1960s. No, probably the 90s, probably.
Yeah,
I don't know.
90s, probably.
90s. Yeah. And it was like, oh my God, I used to go to school with this person. But now we can actually contact and run our businesses through this. And I suppose what I'm saying to everybody out there is, don't diss this technology. If you've got an ability, we're so lucky, we're connected online. We have bits of kit that we walk around with in our hands, you know. So as a business owner out there, use the technology. And if you're unsure about how to use it, then ask for help. because this brings people together, not just as a community that you want to meet with, but also business, and you can grow your business. So don't be scared, even though it's a little racking. I understand, you know, when as I said to said just before we started, was the fact that my internet went down and my electric went off. So it was a slight worry there, but we're actually able to, and we're not the BBC, darling. We don't have to be perfect, because nobody is perfect, and to actually get your service out there is awesome.
I think that was half my problem, is I wanted perfection, because when I'm working and I'm doing makeup for ladies for weddings and things, I have to, you know, I like it to be perfect. So everything else in me, I do tend to try for perfection, but then I realized that actually life's not really like that, and I'm not really like that. And to be true to myself, I have to just be myself, really.
Awesome. That's a huge gift to everybody if they take those words on board who are watching today, is be true to yourself, and it is what it is, I think, and you just do your best, and that actually puts a smile on your face, which also puts a smile on everybody else's face as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So have you got anything that you'd like to say to a business owner that's watching now? Because that's our community, our business, female business owners. What would you like to say to them about their business, or whether it's about getting out to their community on social?
I just think really it's all about connection and conversation, and that's something that's kind of dawned on me. I mean, I love connecting with people, and that's something that I've learned that I love doing, and it's just made me realize that actually that is what business is about. It is connecting with people, having conversations with them, and then, you know, working out whether you can help each other, really. Moving, and that helps you move your business forward naturally without having to do the whole kind of hustle thing, which is not really my style. So yeah, I think that's really what I've learned in the last 6 months to a year.
Perfect. That's really relaxing, isn't it? You don't have to go out with a, you know, and buy, sell. It's not like Wall Street or whatever the program was.
Exactly.
It's about being true and having that conversation with somebody. Awesome. Well, I'm going to absolutely give you a virtual hug, because we're both on the other end of the, you know, I think we're about 400 miles away from each other. So I'm going to give you a virtual hug, and thank you so much for being the first person on ICA on ICA TV. And it's the actual program we're doing at the moment is called Marketing with Theresa. And I think we did good. There's a few things we will change, because I'd love to be the same size as you, because I didn't press that button. But you know what? It's all cool. It's all cool. But thank you, my darling, so much. And
thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. And tomorrow we've got somebody else on tomorrow at 10:30. We will be, just go through my little book here. We will be calling on Pat tomorrow. So Pat will be here at 10:30. So I hope you can join us, darling, at 10:30, and see if the whole chat thread works, because I can't do both at the same time. It's a madness. But also to ensure that Pat, that we are very chilled and very relaxed, and if she's got any nervous energy, then it's all cool, because it's all cool. We've got nervous energy as well, so I think that brightens up our day a little bit. But thank you, darling. I really appreciate this. It's a goal that I've been aiming at for a long time as well. So that was no pressure on you, my sweet. But we'll catch up in a minute. So I'll say goodbye to everybody else. So thank you, everybody, my darlings, for joining us on ICA TV. And we will catch up tomorrow morning and every day this week at 10:30. To meet some amazing business owners and talking about their service and their clients and how they can support them. So love to all, and we'll catch up soon. So bye everyone. Bye.